Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber back at it again with another Geek haul. Now recently I've been doing a lot of these Geek hauls because I've been buying a lot of stuff. Um, that's what happens when you buy a lot of stuff and you can't review. You don't really have time to review, every single one, every single piece, and make a video for every single thing that you buy. So I just do kind of a Geek haul and show you guys what I bought for the week. Or for the day, should I say? I did a little splurging today. Well, throughout the week, again, I usually splurge on the weekends when I get paid. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I bought today. This geek haul, usually what a geek haul consists of is usually comic books, movies, and toys. That's usually in every single geek haul that I do. I think this would be episode 4. So this is Geek Haul episode 4. So I just usually buy things if I find them for a cheap price, or if I really like them, if I really want them, then I get them. So I'm going to show you guys quick what I bought right here. So as you guys can see, I bought a movie right here, Beverly Hills Cop. You guys have seen all of this. This is Beverly Hills Cop triple feature. Who doesn't love Eddie Murphy? Who doesn't love Beverly Hills Cop? I love Beverly Hills Cop. All three of them were okay. First one was classic. Second one was good. Third one was it is what it was. There's my cat's butt. Anakin Skywalker, my co-star in all these videos. And let me show you this right here. And I bought this from a guy off of Craigslist. So, and I got it for a really, really, really cheap price. I really like watching, I really like Eddie Murphy movies. His older movies, his newer movies are not all that great. Anakin, move, man. You're not a part of this haul. Move. You're in my way. So, Eddie Murphy was a staple of the 90s. Here's another one that I ordered off of, I think maybe, was it Amazon or Craigslist? It just came in the mail, so I'm going to go ahead and open this for you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this out. And I have an idea of what it is. Ugh. Ugh. And here we go. Another 4 package movie deal. And it is a Van Damme. Come on now. Jean-Claude Van Damme. 4 movie action-packed series. Yeah. And I as cheesy as all these movies are, that's one thing I love about a lot of Van Damme movies is they are cheesy, fun. And if you look at all the pictures of Van Damme, he pretty much has the same look in all the pictures, which I find pretty hilarious. You never really see that because you never really see, Van Damme movies covers together. But he has the same look in all of the pictures. And, all these movies are equally good. I equally love them. And I think I saw all these movies in the theater back in the 90s when they first came out. If you grew up in the 90s, then it was either Eddie Murphy, Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, and these are some classics: Hard Target, The Quest, Street Fighter. Oh my gosh, was so cheesy, but it was still so good. It was cheesy in a good way. It was a good bad movie. It was a bad good movie. And Sudden Death. All of them were equally as cheesy, equally as good. So if you're a Van Damme fan, then like this video, because I'm a Van Damme fan. So we'll put this off to the side. Actually, you know what? Let me put this right here, and I'm going to show you guys what I bought right here. This is something different. I usually don't buy figures like this, but I kind of pass it up. It's the Giant Chicken versus Peter. And I can't wait to review this for you guys. I don't know if anybody's ever reviewed this before on their channel. But I saw it, I think it was on Craigslist, and I met up with the guy, Zach from Craigslist. If you're watching, this is where your action figures ended up at on my YouTube channel, about to be reviewed. So I met up with Zach in the IKEA parking lot, and I bought this from him for a really good price, cheap price. I thought it was a fair price, and he brought his bodyguard with him. That's one thing you should do. You know, if you meet somebody off Craigslist and you're going to buy something off of Craigslist, bring a bodyguard with you because you never know what might happen. So I'm going to put these movies right here with the Family Guy and the chicken. If you guys ever seen the episode, if you guys ever watched Family Guy before, which I'm sure you have, if you're watching a video on Geek stuff, then I'm sure you guys have seen Family Guy before, an episode of Family Guy, and I'm sure you guys have seen Peter battling the giant chicken. So, and I just find that hilarious. I find that they made action figures of that. I just find that hilarious. So I cannot wait to review that one. That one might be my next review for you guys. Because it's just brilliant, and it comes with a stand too. It has stands in there, and it has a background, so you can take it out of the box and you can display it, which I think is very, very awesome. Okay, guys, and next is another figure. If you guys been watching my YouTube channel, you know I've been trying to build the X-Men Toy Biz team for the longest time. It's taken me a while, but I'm building it piece by piece. And I found the right size Colossus. And I think he's really, really, really cool. He's the perfect Toy Biz size. If you guys saw before my last previous Colossus review, I got the Colossus off of eBay, and he was just too small for that team, and I was really disappointed. He was a really nice Colossus, but they made him too small. And he was smaller than my Toy Biz X-Men team, and I just couldn't allow that, so I had to find another Colossus, and I found this Colossus at a comic book shop. I saw him before in a comic book shop, a local comic book shop. I passed on him because I didn't really like the design, but I went back and I saw him again. I went back to buy some comic book bags because I bought a freaking load of comic books, and I need comic book bags. And so I ended up seeing him, and he was still there. And I said, you know what? I got to get him. He will fit perfectly with my X-Men team. So when I do a review of this guy, I'm going to put him with my X-Men team. And I think I have yet to do the review of the Jubilee yet. So I think the only character that I'm missing from my Toy Biz X-Men team is Jean Grey, or Phoenix. Which one I find, Phoenix, Jean Grey. I might do Jean Grey. To complete that team, and when I get that Jean Grey is the missing piece. So when I find her, I'll be done with that team, and then I'll start something new, you know. So, and also I've picked up a few comic books. These are, I guess you can call them hardcovers. They're novels. This one right here is the New Avengers. And I got all this for a really, really good deal. And it's a very, very long novel comic book. I guess, I don't know, would you guys call this a comic book? Wouldn't it be considered a comic book? The New Avengers? I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's thicker than a comic book, but I don't know. I guess I will call it a comic book. I don't know what else you can call it. A novel? But anyways, there is the New Avengers. Here is another one right here. This one is of X-Men Legacy. And I will just flick through here and show you guys some of the artwork and some of the stories in here. My next book is Siege, Dark Avengers. And I'll flick through here real quick. And put that off to the side. Next one is X-Men, To Serve and Protect. And I got all this for a really, really, really good deal. I really didn't spend much on these books. What year? Is there a year on here? It doesn't have a year on here. That's fine. They're vaguely new, so... next one is New Mutant, which looks pretty interesting. There's Phoenix on the back. Speaking of Phoenix, Yeah, and all these look like they're really, really good stories. So there's that. Next one is Avengers New Ultimates. Death of Spider-Man. Flick through, show you guys some of the artwork. There's that. And then this one here is, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. This is Stephen King, The Stand. It looks pretty interesting. I like how they made this, I guess, into a graphic novel slash comic book, I guess. Artwork looks really, really, really awesome. I don't know. I can't remember ever reading The Stand itself, the Stephen King novel, and I don't recall the movie. I know it has something to do with the devil, right? I don't think I ever watched the movie The Stand, but here is The Stand in the graphic novel form. So we'll put that to the side, and here is The Dark Tower. You guys are familiar with The Dark Tower, right? It's another Stephen King. This, I didn't see the movie The Dark Tower. I heard it was pretty bad. And a lot of people who saw the movie said that it was completely different from the book. So, and this is, of course, I guess, the graphic novel. And it looks pretty good. I'm not a big, I don't really know the story of The Dark Tower, but I'm curious to know. Have you guys ever read The Dark Tower? If so, let me know if you guys like it or not before I even read it. Next one up is Ultimate X-Men. Hard Lessons. It looks like Wolverine and Storm. And really, these are really my first like hardcover, I guess, novels, comics that I've purchased ever. Next one is Avengers. Let me flip through here real quick. Okay. And then last but not least is Mindhunter. Mindhunter, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like it has a bit of darkness, looks like it has a bit of Witchblade, Predator, and Aliens. So I don't know what Mindhunter is all about. I guess, what is it, like a four, like the Van Damme and Eddie Murphy thing, where it's combined, 4 stories are combined? Or like kind of like the Creep Show. Remember Creep Show back in the day where they had was it 3, 4 separate different stories, but it was part of one movie? Yeah, I'm a fan. Ooh, look at that, Mamma Mia! Hold up. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Aliens and Dark. Actually, it kind of looks like Aliens, Darkness, and Predator all combined into one. And Witchblade. That looks pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of Darkness. Like I said before, I said this in a previous video. I can't wait till they make a movie on the Darkness. If it's done right, if it's with the right actor and with the right director. A hero, a criminal, a warrior, a killer, a killer, a killer. So let's see. This is what Mindhunter is. Okay. And the first ever crossover between Dark Horse Comics and Top Cow Productions, 4 of the coolest characters in all of comics lock horns for one uncanny war with the fate of all mankind hanging in the balance. But this war isn't fought on the usual battlefield. The landscape is a deadly dream world conjured by a secret villain. For Witchblade and Darkness, the enemy is not so much the aliens and predators, but the demons that inhabit their darkest nightmares. Okay, yeah, so it is a crossover. That's pretty cool. It sounds like a pretty interesting story. I'm definitely intrigued. So there you go, guys. There is my little Geek Haul, episode 4, and I can't wait to review that Peter versus Giant Chicken for you guys. So there you guys have it. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all that great fun stuff. And yeah, you can follow me on all social media. And I changed up my name too. If you guys noticed, I was going by my birth name, but I changed it up to Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. And if you guys, I don't want to go through I don't have time to go through the origins of Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. But if you guys know where that's from, then you're pretty cool. Speaking of, it's from a Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder movie, one of Eddie Murphy's main influences. If you guys know what movie that is, then you guys are pretty awesome because it's one of my favorite movies and it's one of the funniest lines in the movie. If you guys have seen the movie, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I changed up my name a little bit. So there you guys have it. There's my little Geek Haul episode 4. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel to see more awesome stuff like this, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye!